Well, kiddos, it's old Uncle Mike again. Time for another one of old Uncle Mike's Bigfoot bedtime stories. So, y'all get in the kitchen and get you some popcorn or sandwich or whatever you're going to have. Y'all get ready to come back in here, and old Uncle Mike's going to be waiting right here on y'all. Just push pause and come back. I'll be waiting right here. Okay, we're back. Took y'all a minute, didn't it? Well, this is story 5 in my series of Uncle Mike's Bigfoot bedtime stories. This will be story number 5. We have got the nads up enough this morning to come down here to the foot log. And believe me, boys and girls, this is where the action is, right here. There's been a lot of monster type activity that occurred down here. This is 25 yards from where Keith was camping out in story number 1. And there come that big storm that night. Every time it lightened, he said he could see 2 big red eyes. He said they was 10 feet up off the ground. We told him that it probably was an owl or something up there, and he said, no, they're too far apart. The eyes were too far apart, and they were moving. He said, lighten again, they'd be at another spot, and this and that. So, reiterate, and we're about 500 yards from the cabin that we were speaking of in story number 1 also. We're at the foot log that we mention all the time. This is probably not even 30 yards from where Rambo got killed by one of these creatures. So as we're reiterating from story number 4, this one of those creatures had most likely been what it was that killed Rambo, the Rhodesian Ridgeback dog we had. Now this Bigfoot bullshit's done starting to get personal. So, maybe a couple of weekends later, my cousin Greg and I decided we had enough whiskey in us, we got enough balls to come down here and try to ambush one of these damn creatures. So we set up on top of the hill up there from the foot log here and waited. And Greg had done got another dog in the meantime, and this dog he named, it was a black German Shepherd, and Greg named it Lougarou. Lougarou. Where I said, what does that mean? I didn't know what no Rougarou was back in them days. If we're talking about 19, and to make a correction from story number 4, I said in story 4 it was 87. I stand corrected. My cousin has informed me that was 1985 that this occurred. So this was just after, I'd say, deer season 1985. It was in the fall, late fall of 85. Rambo's dead. So we're going to come back down in here for some payback. We got about right here and we set up an ambush so we could hear anything that tried to cross the creek or might try to come up on us. We'd been there for a little while, and we'd had us a little drink. All of a sudden, all holy hell broke loose. Maybe, probably 500, 600, 700 yards through there, over towards the Wesson Road, which is over that direction. We heard something attack a mule. What we could tell from what we was hearing, this mule was throwing a damn fit. Something was on. You could hear yow, 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 and it was screaming bloody murder. All of a sudden you heard, ah, and then you heard that damn mule's back break. Just, wow, you could hear it all down through the damn woods. We was like, what the hell? And here come Lougarou, the werewolf dog, the black German Shepherd. He come flying up through this trail right here, and he was surprised to see us out there at 1 o'clock in the damn morning. He slid to a halt. Looked at us like if y'all are headed to the house, it's this way. And he was headed out. And we wasn't far behind him after hearing that. We stayed a little while and listened, but we didn't hear nothing else. And we headed on back to the house. We was too busy getting drunk, worried about Bigfoot hunting too much. We thought we were going to get our ass killed. We got back to the house. And the next morning, everybody in the whole damn countryside had come down to the house wondering if we had heard all that noise that went on that night before. All neighbors, Pete Walker, his daughter, my niece Rhonda was with her. They was friends. They were just little young teenagers. They all come down wondering if we heard what that noise was. And we said, we don't know what the hell it was, but it looked like it killed a mule. And somebody looked up in the sky, and there might have been 200 damn buzzards circling around up there, right about where we heard that noise. I mean, and that put the icing on the cake for us then. We knew that something really did got ate because there was I'm talking about a whole bunch of buzzards circling. They was circling way up high in the sky and circling around that kill and stuff. We knew that whatever we were up against down here was a formidable adversary at the least. So that's story number 5. Anyhow, after that happened, I decided I better get to know my enemy. So back in those days in '85, they didn't have no personal computers or anything. So we went to town, me and my cousin Robbie Dale's wife April, and we was into the subject against our own will, unfortunately, but we were going to find out about the Bigfoot. We rented every Bigfoot book they had, even the Reader's Digest, if it had a story about Bigfoot in it. We went through the whole glossary, Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch, whatever. If it had a name in there, we got it. We cleaned them out. We cleaned the Barton Library out for every Bigfoot book they had. And there wasn't much back in '85, I can tell you, because the Bigfoot thing was popular, but nothing like it is these days. Anyhow, we got all that and went to studying that stuff. So I'm going to stop story 4 here, and we're going to have an extended version of story 4 that will be right in the same one with this one on YouTube for my viewers. And we appreciate y'all joining in today, and I will post this story 4 and story 4 extended simultaneously, so you'll be able to see both of them at the same time. So you'll know story 5. Story 5. Uncle Mike, how that alcohol fog your mind. Story 5 and story 5 extended. So y'all just hang on, and story 5 extended will be posted simultaneously with this video. So I thank y'all for joining in today, and y'all just have a blessed day, and stay the hell out from down here at the damn foot log if you want to stick around very long. That's all.